I told him, home is where the heart is, because I had nothing else to offer him when the housing market outpriced and outsourced his retired blue-collar calloused hands to the street. See, I've had my fair share of bare cupboards, stuffed with crumbs and dried ketchup packages, ravaged by the mice the cat was too hungry and too tired to manage. My clothes so hand-me-down, I drowned in the nostalgia with every article I pulled overhead, understanding that each stain a story, each hole a lesson in survival, resistance, and courage. My bed was never empty, often stuffed with one or both of my siblings' feet, mingling, feet kicking, never able to say there was no one to turn to because I just had to roll over. But his reality could very well be mine. Too often I find myself here, gambling in realities that are seemingly picked from me, stitching meaning into the patchwork seams that silverline my dreams until I'm sweating on the outskirts, waiting for my card to be called, trying to find understanding until I'm left clutching these cards like discarded cloth caught on skeletal fingers shoved at the bottom of my closet. So I digress. I fold. Open my closet and go all in. Play the hand you've been dealt, they say. Instead, he wears his heart on his sleeves, diamonds in his eye, clubbed down by the spades that judge him, that judge the collective low-income us. While kids were battling pickup lines, I was straddling the poverty line, welfare lines, grocery lines with coupons clutched and checks we knew would bounce. Color between the lines, they tell us. How? When we aren't the ones drawing them, when we colored and they tried to stuff our art into thick-lined boxes that would never fit. Back alleys, food banks, Salvation Armies. This war has ignorance for weapons. Our spoonless mouths, the victims, perpetuated in every aspect of our existence, as if the only thing standing between our happiness and acceptance is change for our purses. Well, with pursed lips, I'm begging for change. Why don't you just try harder, they tell him, as they sneer at his world in his cart, as if he hasn't tried hard his entire life, as if the proof isn't right in front of their eyes, as if his hand-me-down clothes don't drown in wisdom, as if he has nothing of value, because what most of us value, we would never put in a cart, let alone value the man pushing the cart, as if he wasn't already colored into a box we teach our kids to forget. And he died this week, in a snow-covered semi-trailer, forgotten in a lot. A coffin of cacophony of screams in his head that his voice was too tired to shout, of closets that were shut, of lines that were crossed, of luck that was never on his side. Don't tell me it's addiction. Don't tell me it's cultural predisposition. He never had a chance. His silver spoons never lined his kitchen drawers. I don't have to know him to know he doesn't deserve to die alone, to live alone, to qualify for alone, to qualify for your hearts. I want so desperately to tell him, home is where the heart is. Because I have nothing else but this idiom to offer. Sometimes you just don't fall on hard times. Sometimes you're just born with it.